Oh, dang, y'all here early. Yo, just want to let y'all know, Coach Rock here. Today we're going to do things different. All right, so like I said, we're going to do things different this time. We're going to have a full player breakdown. And what player, who else would I start with? Kyrie. You guys love him. He's one of my favorite players. You guys have been asking for more moves from him. So I'm going to break down Kyrie Irving's, pretty much his full arsenal, the moves that he does to get his shot off every game. He's unstoppable in the games. You will be too after you watch this video, so check it out. So first move, 2013 rookie-sophomore game, Kyrie drops Brandon Knight. So the first thing you got to do is you have to master that in and out, but it has to be hard. It's important to do the footwork. Now watch my feet. I'm stepping this way, acting like I'm selling that way, then I'm going this way. So if I was just doing the regular in and out, and I'm going that way. But if you've done the in and out before, the man's going to try to bite it. That's why it's important to have counters. So Kyrie's counter on this, in and out, he bit. He was going to do the crossover, but he went for that too. So then you got to have another counter. So he had the crossover as his counter. But remember, for the crossover to be as dynamic as possible, you have to sell it. So you have to make it look like you're going that way. So he hit him with the in and out cross, and then the little step back. Now watch my feet on the step back. It's boom, cross, and you're really light on your feet, kind of like you're dancing, honestly. Everything has to be sold, and that step back isn't as effective if you take your time. If you go and you take your time, it's not as effective as getting that quick space and then all in one motion. So add these all together, and you could get your shot. A lot of times in the game, your man will be biting. Mix the moves together, you'll become a pretty hard guy to guard. All right, so the second move we're going to get into is Kyrie's spin move. Now, he does his spin move when he's in the lane, but he also does it off of the dribble outside of the lane. I've done the outside the lane one, so this one I'm going to focus on the in the lane spin move that he does, and then I'm just going to go over the outside the lane spin move just so you get it, or if you haven't seen that video in the past. So when he's driving into the lane, as you know, he's an amazing finisher. He finishes every time he's around the rim. He just has that knack for putting English on the ball, getting it in the basket. So the main key for him is just getting to that rim. So what he does, he likes to set this move up with what I call the drop crossover, one of my favorite moves. He likes to drop it and then go hard. He'll take that one dribble to sell his man, and then he'll spin. But if you'll notice, when he spins, he cuffs the basketball so nobody can smack it out of his hands. Imagine if you're spinning in the lane, guys are going to be hitting the ball. So if he spins like this, guys are going to come smack the ball out. So when he's spinning, he drives, takes that dribble, spins quickly, and then finishes. But watch the feet. Now, a lot of people are going to try to say, he might travel, but he doesn't. He takes that one dribble. Off of that dribble, he takes the 1, 2, and then finishes. You're allowed 2 steps when you go to finish a layup. So he comes, drops, takes that dribble, off that 1, 2, and finishes. But he does it extremely quick. So you'll see that in the live move, how fast it is. And this gives him the ability, because he's so quick and he's so good at changing directions, that his man is going hard this way. Because if you don't go hard, he's going to beat you and he's going to finish easy left-hand layup. So you want to try to stop him right there. So he comes, spins extremely quick, and then finishes. All right, now just a recap of the video I did in the past was how he does a spin move out here. Now there's a few ways you can do it, but one of the good ways to do it is when men are rushing you. So say they're either coming for a trap, 2 men are coming for a trap, and you have an open lane this way. When he's retreating, he does that quick spin move. Now watch when I spin, I kind of spin the ball. So you spin it so you can keep it close to your body. So when I'm spinning, when he spins it like that. So you spin it backwards to keep it close to your body, because if you don't, the ball is going to go way out here. You're going to lose control. But if they're coming at you, you spin quick, but you keep it close to your body with that little spin, it'll keep it tight in the body. That's one good way to do it. If anybody's ever rushing you and you need to get that quick, to get away from him quick, you can do it like that. The other way he does it is in transition. He does that drop crossover, like I said before, to kind of set it up. And then he just does the quick spin move. Now the footwork is completely the same. You're dropping it, stepping this way, because you want your man to think you're going that way. Then he spins quickly. So remember, the spin move. For this spin move, it's extremely important that you spin, because you're going so fast. You'll throw the ball away if you don't do that little spin like that to keep the ball close to your body. All right, so the next thing we're going to go over is this isn't really a move, but it's kind of his style of playing. Now, this is how he changes speeds and changes directions so well, which makes him so hard to guard. If you watch him play, it's hard for defenders just to stay in front of him because he has this mastered. All young guards can watch him and learn these moves. But so what he loves to do is, once again, I'm telling you, this move is a great move to add to your game. That little drop the ball in front of you. He does this all the time. And what he does is he'll come slow, then he'll go hard, and then he'll go behind the back. So he loves doing that. But the reason it works is because he can beat you. So he can set you up and get low, and he blows by defenders. Another thing he does great, he gets low. He stays low when he's dribbling. So he drops the ball, and he could beat you. But he changes directions so well. So he'll drop it, he'll go hard, then he'll go that way. A lot of times his man will go flying that way. Then he'll either hit the pull-up, he'll get in the lane, finish again. These are simple moves that you can add to your game. Look, a lot of people that watch basketball, they fall in love with, summer league play when guys are doing a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of in and out, between the legs, a lot of moves just to go somewhere. Watch Kyrie in a real NBA game. If you watch him in the FIBA game, he didn't play with the ball. He either went hard, stopped, he went hard, beat his man. The shorter amount of moves you do, the less moves you do, the better it is, the quicker the game is going to be for you, the easier it's going to be for you. So if I'm breaking my man down, he goes hard, stops, and goes that way. Now, another thing he does is if his man recovers from that, he's great at hitting that pull-up, or he's great at dropping the ball and going. So say I'm going, I drop it, I go hard, and he does that move great as well. So with that move, you want to go, act like you're shooting that jump shot. Because if I'm shooting my jump shot, it's going to be the same exact thing. So he goes, gets his man a bite, drops the ball down, gets in the lane, hits a floater, pull-up jump shot. Once again, once he gets in the lane, it's a lot of different things he could do. Help defense comes, hit your man in the post, kick to the shooter. Nobody comes, hit the floater, hit the pull-up. You can destroy defenses if you get in that lane, just like Kyrie does. All right, so the last move I'm going to hit y'all with is another basic move that he does. He kills this move, gets to that pull-up jump shot all the time from the top. But what he does, now the thing that's tricky is a lot of right-handed players, even myself, I like shooting the pull-up off of my left hand. It just feels better, gets me in a better rhythm. Now, I'm not sure if Kyrie shoots it with his right hand because it's more comfortable, or if he shoots it with his right hand because maybe he knows something that we don't know. But all I know is that he gets his shot off whenever he wants with this pull-up. And the reason why is because, like I said before, he's great at going right. He's great at changing speeds. But he does that drop cross into this pull-up a lot of times where he'll drop it, and then he'll just get right into the pull-up. So imagine he's going hard this way, and then he just pulls up. His defender's on his heels. Because if Kyrie's beating you a few times, you got to play off him just a little bit. And plus, you have to give him space. So if he changes directions, you have to have space to recover. So this works to his advantage when he goes for that pull-up. Because his man is on his heels, he gets right into it, hits the pull-up. He's hit a ton of game winners. I remember against Toronto, he hit this shot when he went off in that game. He killed Serbia with this move. He hit about 3 or 4 threes just off of this little pull-up. His man was sagging back, his man was on his heels, and he was knocking him down. So this is a great move to do, especially in games. If you're attacking and you're just killing your man off the dribble, getting in the lane, causing havoc, they're going to have to give you a little space. So what he does that little pull-up when the guy is on his heels, or he also does it just off his right hand, because he's good also at just beating you right-handed. So he'll just come, and then he'll get into it. But remember, he stays low when he gets into it, and then he goes right into the pull-up. So it's all about hesitation, footwork. You have to sell that you're doing something else. So he comes, and just that little shimmy shake right there is what's going to get you your man. It freezes your man. That's what that shake does right there. It freezes your man. It's not a natural reaction. If you see somebody go like, it's just kind of like, oh, what's he going to do? That split second, that's why you got to work on that quick release. A hard pound, that's another thing to add to this move. A hard dribble will help you get into your shot release quicker. So if you're coming up, walking up, and you want to pound it hard and get into it. So he'll drop, and then he'll go into it. So a lot of different ways you can add this move to your game, but add it to your game. Learn how to shoot the pull-up off the left and the right hand. Like I said, if you're a right-handed player, it'll probably be a lot more comfortable for you to shoot it off your left hand. It's just natural. But learn this right hand. Kyrie, he does it for a reason. You should add to your game. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. But now the most important thing, what I need you to do is I want you to comment. And all I want in the comments is a player's name. And that player is who you want me to break down next. And the players that have the most names will be the players that I do next. So say, for instance, if Stephen Curry's the next one, then I'll be doing his video next. So you guys control what I do. So comment below. Let me know whose moves you want to see, and I'll do them. As always, subscribe so you know when the next video's coming. And so if your guy gets picked, you can see his move breakdown. As always, I'll see y'all next time.